As we watch the cars go through here, guys, the car on the very top, okay, which is Jay Howard, we're going to roll this through now. Well, look at Jay. He's already way off the line. He's off the dark patch of the racetrack, which we call the racing line. He's up in the gray. He's lost control of the car. He's hoping he's not going to hit the wall. He impacts the wall, comes off the wall, just misses the 10 of Tony Kanaan. Unfortunately, Scott Dixon is right there, up and over the front of the car. Car hits on the top of the wall. The safety cell on these cars, guys, I can't tell you how strong they are. An awful accident, but as we saw, Scott Dixon right there, hands away from the steering wheel. We saw him get out, and when we first went to this frame, when we first saw this accident, you heard some roar from the crowd, and that was because they knew that Scott Dixon was okay in the 77 of...
Down low with Dan Weldon, Dario and Danica on the high side. And here comes Marco. Oh, look out! Airborne! Frankini's upside down. Dixon is involved. The wheels touched. Weldon is involved.
Airborne up here got up into the pit. We got him coming down. Copy that. Scott, you okay?
Looks like Sam Hornish also involved. And right now, folks,
yeah, he got hit in the head.
Think good thoughts.
Oh! Wow. Huge credit to the aero screen. We get another long shot of it. We did see some tire smoke, but it's unclear if that would be from a locked tire. More than likely, that would have been Simon trying to get... Oh, my goodness. You can see his hands pulled back to his chest, probably grabbing his shoulder belts. And again, I'm going to go back to the good news of that, if there is any, is that that is energy dissipation and it's deceleration of the race car before he gets to that narrow tire stack.
They come into 3, Scotty.
Actually, you can see on the very underside, what a ride that was. Remember we had last year with Buddy Rice getting airborne coming out of turn 2 when they touched wheels. And here's the situation. Briscoe going underneath. Barron trying to come down on the racetrack. They both are going for the same piece of real estate. And what ends up happening is those rubber tires touch, and then all of a sudden the car starts to go in the air. Remember, we're going 215 miles an hour. Look at all the debris that's going all around the racetrack.
Blitz the Penske's, and look at Wickens on the outside making a move. Here comes the red machine, the Lucas Oil entry of Canada's Robert Wickens. Oh, that's going to be tight through there. Oh, early touch. Oh, my God. Oh, that's Robert Wickens. And his teammate is into him as well, James Hinchcliffe. That was ugly. That was frightening.
Big, big impact.
That was a very scary accident.
Well, here's Wickens inside, got a wheel up on Hunter-Reay. They touch there, Hunter-Reay goes, and then Wickens just climbs the left rear, and really don't need to say more. It's just total destruction of the Wickens chassis. Parts flying everywhere. You see Pietro Fittipaldi and Hinchcliffe getting together. But the best news is we heard that Wickens was awake and alert and off for additional medical care.
Very, very similar to the accident that happened at Indy with
The final run of the day, only seconds behind Kenny Breck in turn 1. Breck crashed coming out of the turn. Mario came up on the accident while running at 220 miles an hour, and he hit some debris. and then he held on. He rode out one spectacular crash. Mario walked away with only a nick on his chin about the size of a penny, and I caught up with Mario's son Michael right after the...
Here is the replay of what happened. Breck on the high side of Thomas Scheckter down the backstretch. At the end of the backstretch, there's the contact, and Breck's car up into the wall, virtually splitting in half. And here is the shot now from the end of the backstretch. It's a crash very reminiscent of Davey Hamilton's accident here a few years ago, in which he sustained very severe leg damage. The catch fence keeping the car contained inside the racetrack, but still resulting in a lot of damage to the car. Hopefully no, at least life-threatening injuries to Kenny Breck.
Tire advantage is not nothing, though, guys, as we see Joseph Newgarden on the outside of Felix Rosenqvist. Moves that shell car. Oh! Felix in the wall, big time.
This is going to be a big hit right here. I don't know if he's going to keep it out of the turn 2 wall. Oh, no!
Kirkwood!
Ooh!
Kirkwood upside down!
Guys, this will be a red flag, almost certainly. Huge impact.
Felix Rosenqvist crashed and spun.
Out of the car. You all right then?
Happened here, it just loosened up with him.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Oh, he almost got it. Wow, went up and over. Front end just got a little bit up in the air. The wind caught it. And then a secondary impact. Man, he's got fast hands, man. The fact that that wasn't a spin the first time around.
Boom.
Man, that safer barrier did its job in a big way.
Now, I said the tub was destroyed. I will have to see here. It's the secondary impact when he's inverted. Look at that thing come down. There goes our camera. And watch this second hit. So the nose is sort of halfway off at this point. You can see the hinge point.
Take a look. Up at the top of your screen,
Connor got loose.
Oh!
Yeah, Connor just got loose, corrected, and went up into the track into Joseph. And now Joseph's upside down, and the front spins around, and Connor's car pushing it right into the wall, into the safer barrier. It's a good thing that was safer barrier and not concrete. And these two guys are the best of buddies too. They're best friends. So this is a double hard.
And that car is certainly destroyed, but you can see Mike moving inside the car. He's going on the inside of Ryan Hunter-Reay. This reminds me almost of Dan Weldon's crash here in turn 3 and 4 quite a few years ago. And the car is up into the fence, which is almost reminiscent of Kenny Brack's accident at Texas quite a few years ago, guys. Very, very lucky.
You know, he was incredibly lucky that he did not go head into that fence. That is a horrible impact. Wow.
All right, let's go on more from Elio.